Are you striving to get through the day without drinking, but experiencing alcohol cravings that are kicking you in the behind? Well, I want to share 6 tips for you to get ahead of alcohol cravings. They're pretty out of the box, but they helped me even during the first quarantines of 2020. What's up, my free and powerful friend? I'm Magnify Maggie. I'm the creator of the Magnify Method, which is an alternative recovery approach that allows you to think different in order to drink different, or never again. I upload content regularly to help you stay educated and supported, so make sure you subscribe and stay updated. All right, first things first, let's talk about the on-the-spot craving killers. First of all, something that is really underrated and pretty much free: water, hydration. This is biology, biochemistry. This is physical truth that your body will start to experience what your brain perceives as cravings when you're just experiencing dehydration, especially when you're first starting to cut back, the formal term known as harm reduction. When you're just starting to cut back, or you even go cold turkey entirely, your body is really regulating and bouncing back, and it needs extra water. And I will say water is the elixir of life. It is going to help you get ahead of cravings, but also go ahead and help negate them once you start experiencing them. So if you're feeling some cravings, that's likely just your body saying, I need hydration. So here's a good rule of thumb: about 1/2 ounce to 1 ounce per pound of body weight a day. So I weigh 140 pounds, give or take. So I aim for 140 ounces of water every day. Now, if I'm experiencing an influx of cravings, then I up that. Literally, don't be afraid. You're not going to overdrink your water. Trust me. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel energized, and your body is going to have the hydration necessary to recover from the prolonged negative effects of alcohol. Next up, I want to address something that I actually have a really big problem with in traditional recovery, AA, the 12 steps. Even the big book says, keep chocolate by your bed, because we all know that alcohol is metabolized basically as sugar. So we're kind of brainwashed to think, oh, if you're having an alcohol craving, just eat candy, just eat chocolate. And while this might work and has some scientific backing for like the dopamine effect, we don't necessarily want to just be transferring our addiction from alcohol to food. We also don't want to be putting ourselves at risk for heart disease and diabetes. So we want to learn how to actually get that hit of sugar that we need without maybe taxing our waistline or our actual internal health. So first things first is a little magical natural amino acid. It's called L-glutamine. This is natural. Obviously, it's actually found in most high protein food sources. This amino acid is processed and recognized as glucose, but it doesn't spike insulin levels. Very powerful. One pill that I have here, one capsule, is 500 milligrams, and a safe dosage every day is 1,000 milligrams. So I take 2 on an empty stomach. It helps elevate my mood, but also helps do all kinds of fun internal things that negate the craving. The really awesome thing about L-glutamine is that it's found in natural foods as well. Things like yogurts, grass-fed beef, dairy, eggs, things like that. But if you're not eating those types of foods, it might also be important to take a vitamin D supplement. These two together could be the exact natural remedy that you need to feel really good every day and not be succumbing to these alcohol cravings. So L-glutamine is found in a lot of products that have vitamin D. Vitamin D is also really important. So these two together, if you don't get it from your food source, make sure you supplement as well. All right, let's move on to even more out of the box strategies and things that aren't necessarily in the kitchen. My third tip is to have a sense of direction. A lot of times cravings come up, or we perceive cravings, when we're just bored, when we're thinking and ruminating over our shame or guilt, and all we really need to do is have something to focus on. As humans, we are goal-oriented organisms, and we need something in the future to have our mind set on to be pulling us forward. So you might be drawing blanks again of what are my goals? What are my ambitions? What am I working on? And I'm gonna have a lot more for you in that department coming up. But just right now, start to think about what's something in the future that I can set my mind to and get excited about. Is it a work goal? Is it a relationship goal? Maybe mending a relationship with your kids or your spouse or your parents, making sure that you're spending quality time with them. Is it a fitness goal? Lots more in that department for sure coming up. There's all of these ways to trick your mind into thinking about other things rather than alcohol, and now's the time to do that. All right, tip number 4, kind of piggybacking off of sense of direction, is getting involved in fitness and health goals. And wherever you are right now with your fitness level, it's safe to say that an outdoor walk can fit your lifestyle. Just getting outside every day, especially before 10 a.m., will increase your natural vitamin D levels from the sun, help boost your mood, and also help regulate your circadian rhythm, which is really powerful when it comes to cravings, appetite, and all of this biofeedback that is responsible for alcohol cravings. So get outside at least 10 minutes a day. If you can do it before 10 a.m., that's awesome. But if you don't make it by 10 a.m., that doesn't mean all is lost. Go ahead and get your tennis shoes on, get outside, and here's an extra pro tip. While you're walking, look up, chin up. Think, wow, the world is so big. My problems are really small, and I'm so happy and grateful to have this beautiful life and this beautiful opportunity to move forward with a clean slate. All right, 5th suggestion is a little bit out of the box again. This one is called auto-suggestion. So in society, affirmations are really, really popular right now, but unfortunately, I don't think a lot of people understand the true value of affirmations, and they're not using them in the strategic way necessary. So I'm gonna kick it old school, going back to Dr. Joseph Murphy, talking about the power of auto-suggestion. Auto-suggestion is a psychological process that you yourself suggest things to you yourself about yourself. So these are strategic in the way that we want to rewire our subconscious mind from poor behavior. So if right now I believe that I am powerless to alcohol, the complete opposite auto-suggestion I need to start using every day when that thought enters my consciousness is, I am so happy and grateful that I'm free and powerful. So notice my language and how I switched the flip from the self-limiting belief that was causing addiction to manifest in my life to something empowering and reminding me that I'm in control. Use these auto-suggestions and notice the shifts that happen over and over again. The more you say it, the more you believe it. And when you believe it, you'll start to see it in your reality. And tip number 6, this is visualization. Kind of give yourself permission to daydream, even fantasize. What is your life like without alcohol? What is your life like when you're healthy, when you're free, when you're vibrant, when you're radiant, when you love yourself and you like yourself? When you wake up in the morning excited to get out of bed instead of really heavy with dread and rumination? What is it like to be focused forward versus stuck being ashamed of the past? Well, with traditional recovery approaches, unfortunately, a lot of it is focused on just dwelling on the past and dredging up painful memories. So enough of that is causing enough alcohol cravings as it is. So let's go ahead and brush that off and think about, what is life like when I'm living out my dream? Visualize that, and something amazing happens on a psychological level. When you visualize something that truly excites you, something that you love, you actually impregnate cells in your brain to start to go to work on that for you. You start to make different choices. Your attitude is automatically adjusted, and you'll notice these psychosomatic ailments like cravings, fatigue, tummy aches, migraines, they all dissipate. The power of the mind is amazing, and you have one right between your temples. So go ahead and use it. Start daydreaming, give yourself permission to get emotionally involved with these fantasies of what life looks like in the absence of alcohol. I really hope these were helpful. Please leave a comment. Which one did you love? And then also comment if you have an additional suggestion. I love to swap ideas. And make sure you also subscribe, because I'm gonna be uploading more and more content, educational, mindset stuff just like this. And until next time, make sure that you're thinking different in order to drink different, or never again.